Guys, Extreme Setup here. Today I would like to talk about how you can create your own cryptocurrency. Basically, we will create a token. You must heard about this term before. A token is actually a cryptocurrency, but it's running on blockchain as a platform, like on Ethereum, for example. A lot of coins are running on Ethereum platform. If we could take this from the coin market cap, I know that EOS is a token on Ethereum platform. More to mention, Augur, Salt, basic attention token, and all these are actually tokens. If we can check here tokens, and let's see top 100, and we can see that EOS, Tron, Icon, Omisego, Tether, Populus, Binance, Salt, like I said, basic, all these are tokens which are running on Ethereum platform. They don't have their own blockchain. Most of them are planning to launch a blockchain, but they didn't launch yet, and that's why they're called tokens. And today we will talk about how we can create our own token. The Ethereum platform provides a standard, let's say Ethereum community developed a standard for these tokens to be generated in order to make the development easier. One of the most popular standard is ERC20 token standard. This smart contract should implement 6 methods and 2 events. So in order to build this ERC20 token compliant token, we need to implement these functions here. How we will do this? I already prepared a smart contract. We will do a test deployment on the Ropsten network, so we don't spend our Ethereum and real Ethereum, and also you can play around with this without spending any money. I prepared here the code for this. You can all the credits to these guys here I will link in the description below, the link to the actual source code. I adapted this code to Extreme Setup, so we will create something like a token for Extreme Setup, which it will be called Extreme Setup token. The total supply will be 1 million, and decimals after will be 18. This is very standard, very basic. And by the way, most of those tokens that we mentioned are very similar to this contract. So I will go fastly through all the code. So this library is just for some mathematical operations. This is the actual interface which we saw here. These are the methods that we should implement, and here's the interface. Total supply, which will but yeah, let's check better the code itself. So close the interface. This is execute function to receive approval to execute function in one call. I suppose this is for optimization. This contract is for transferring ownership, if we could later transfer ownership of the contract to somebody else. And here is the actual contract, which is implementing. In Solidity is the keyword is, but actually it's implementing this interface and this interface. and here it's extending more or less, because these are not just functions, methods without body, it's with body. Okay, so we have a few in the main contract. We have a few. This is the actual contract that we will deploy on the blockchain. So here we have a constructor where we set symbol here with extreme setup token, it's EST, name extreme setup token, decimals 18, total supply 1 million, and how many decimals, balances of the owner. So we all the total supply, we give all the total supply to the owner when we'll create this contract, and after this the owner can decide who to send these tokens. And here is we are issuing an event in order to show that we transferred the tokens, all the tokens to the owner. Another method is total supply, which will return how many tokens we have in circulation. Balance of will check how many tokens the owner has, a given owner has. Transfer, we can transfer the tokens to somebody else. This is mostly for the owner. Approve, we can approve somebody else to spend our tokens. Transfer from, we can decide from whom to transfer tokens. Allowance returns the amount of tokens approved by the owner that can be transferred to the spender account. Approve and call, token owner can approve the spender to transfer from tokens. Okay, and a few more tweaks. We don't accept Ether, so if the Ether will be sent, not the actual token, but Ether will be sent to this address, we will return it back. And the owner can transfer out any accidentally sent ERC token. So if the tokens were sent accidentally, the owner can return them back. Okay, so this is the smart contract of our extreme setup token. Let's try to deploy it. We will deploy it using Remix, because this is the easiest way to deploy, and MetaMask. So now let's just politics. Okay, paste the code, check it one more time. Extreme setup token. Okay, everything looks fine. So now in order to deploy, we will deploy this again to the Ropsten network. Let's check one more time. Account 2, address is 042 Ropsten testnet. Everything looks fine. Ropsten account is 042, which is okay. The same like here, 042. Which smart contract we want to deploy extreme setup token? Not this interface, we will not be able to. We want exactly this smart contract to deploy. Okay, and we hit create. Okay, everything is fine. MetaMask is asking us for the permission, and we accept it and create a new contract. Submit. Wait a few seconds. Okay, it was submitted. Now let's check it on the blockchain. Let's check in contract published. So as you can see, here is writing that contract was published. Okay, my computer is a little bit slow. Contract was published. Okay, and this is the address that published it, and this is this address. We published it from this address. Now it's pending. We have to wait for the block to be mined. I think we have to wait a few seconds. Okay, success. One block confirmation. Now this is the newly created contract address with one, oops, I think, no, I think it's fine, we will see it. Okay, ERC20 token was created, it's 1 million, we will see it soon, but it's really 1 million to this address, and this is the contract address that created it. Let's copy this contract address. There is not matching interest, but let's copy this address. Okay, and see the tokens. Add new token, and we have to paste here this contract address that was created. So this is the address where our tokens are placed. If I paste it here, we can see that here automatically it adjusted to Extreme Setup token EST with 18 decimals, and we hit add. And in a moment or two it should, yeah, now we have 1 million EST tokens, and we can now do whatever we want with these tokens. Token value is 0, and it's 100% on the balance of this smart contract newly created. Token holder, yes, this 4.2. I hold this token now, and I can send this token to somebody else. So that's it. This is how you create your own cryptocurrency. Of course, there is a lot more details to this. First of all, I want to let you know that don't use this code in production. I will link this code to the GitHub account, and will post this link in the description. But don't use this code in production. Do your own research, do your own coding, and I hope this was helpful, and see you in the next video. Bye.